Hello, and thank you very much for watching this YouTube. We really appreciate you doing that. As you know, we're preparing for Father's Day 2012, which is going to be on June 16th this year. And all of you housing authorities out there, we really want you to participate. But we're also talking about beyond Father's Day and what can we do to connect fathers and families. And we have a series of conversations, and today's conversation is with Vicki Turetsky,
Hi.
who is the Commissioner, and I'm going to get this right, Commissioner of Health and Human Services Child Support Enforcement Agency. And let me say that I worked with Vicki Turetsky for the last year with the White House Fatherhood Group. We've had some discussions about fathers and men and how do we work with them. So this is a great opportunity for us and our housing authorities. We really appreciate you doing this. And maybe we could start by you just talking about what it is your office does.
Sure, and it's a great opportunity for us too. We're very excited by what you're doing here at HUD. Our office, the Office of Child Support Enforcement, is part of HHS, as Ron said, and we oversee and fund state tribal child support programs. The child support program has the job of making sure that both parents support their kids throughout childhood. Like public housing authorities, we help children get the resources they need to thrive. 1 in 4 children in the United States participate in our program, so it is a large program. The child support program works with hospitals so that parents can acknowledge legal fatherhood. We establish and enforce child support collections. We identify health care coverage for the kids in our caseload. And through our access and visitation program funded federally, states help non-custodial parents see their kids.
Okay, so are there new programs that you have that you want to talk about?
Yes. Many states and tribes regularly reach out to custodial parents, usually moms, but not always. Sometimes custodial dads or grandparents are the custodial parent in our caseload. States and tribal offices reach out through their website, YouTube, job fairs, community events like this, videos, brochures. It is a program that does a fair amount of outreach to custodial parents. At the federal office, we have a new initiative, Ron, called Family-Centered Child Support. This initiative encourages local child support programs to work with both parents more proactively and holistically by helping both moms and dads access services offered by other programs like yours. Other programs include healthcare, SNAP, TANF, employment services, co-parenting services, and domestic violence prevention. Check out our federal website for resources. We've got a number of short, easy to read papers and toolkits to help child support agencies, but you might find them of interest as well.
Okay. Do you know off the top the web link to that?
I do, and I think we can put it in the video.
Okay, good. So child support. I can imagine that a guy who owes $10,000, the last person he wants to talk to is one of your people.
You bet.
So is there a way that you can make it easier to talk to him? Is there a way that if he owes $10,000, which he may never be able to pay, can you work with him?
Well, yes, we can. And our program has been undergoing a steady evolution over the last decade or so. That's really captured by this idea of family-centered child support. Our program started out 35 years ago, Ron, as a welfare recovery, law enforcement type program. And many people still think that we're about arrests and putting people in jail, or that we're sending collected child support to the state to reimburse welfare. We're not all the way there yet, but I can tell you that at the local level and state and tribal level, there are a lot of changes afoot. And it's no longer true that we're strictly an enforcement program. It's also not true that most money is repaid to states. In fact, 94% of the money that we collect goes directly to families, and families depend on that money to make ends meet and to make their family budgets last through the end of the month. A number of local child support programs have partnerships with fatherhood programs, employment programs, co-parenting, parenting time services, the kinds of services that fathers would find useful. Our family-centered child support initiative really encourages local agencies to work with the community and to get the word out to promote positive engagement of fathers in their children's lives, and frankly with us. We have shifted our emphasis from collecting every dollar we can put our hands on to emphasizing reliable, sustainable support payments throughout childhood. And what that means is that non-custodial parents may have an order that is out of whack, that's too unrealistically high. They may have accumulated unpaid child support debt that, as you said, Ron, they will never be able to repay. And what we have done in virtually every local child support office is to emphasize that we can help. We can reduce that order to a reasonable, realistic level. We can even write off some of the unpaid debt. But it's really important to tell dads that to not wait, because the problem of unpaid debt will not go away unless that father comes into our office at the local level and asks for his order to be reduced and his debt to be addressed. Not all local offices, we have thousands and thousands of offices, not all offices will respond as favorably as others, but he has that right to request a reduction in his order, and most offices also write off debt when it's unrealistically high.
So for our local housing authorities, and we're appealing to our housing authorities to have a Father's Day and to work on fatherhood issues throughout the year, what is their best way to connect with one of your offices at the local level? Should they go through us? Should they go through, pick up the phone book and call Department of Human Services? How should they do that?
Or Google.
Or Google. Or Google, yes.
Right. Well, probably the most straightforward is to see if you can make that connection directly, find out how to contact your local child support office, contact the child support director, and see what you can set up for Father's Day and ongoing partnerships as well. If you're having trouble finding the local office, and it can be hard because different states are organized in different ways, then I think what we're talking about doing is taking those of you who register for this Father's Day event and matching them with the local child support office and giving back to you a contact.
Great. So that's also why it's extremely important for housing authorities out there to register with us, because we will take that registration contact list, hand it to child support, and then you will notify your people in the local area, and hopefully that connection can be made.
Right, we'll do our best.
So is there anything that you want? I mean, we know what we want from you, right? We want help for our dads. We want a resource for our housing authorities. Is there anything that you would like from the housing authorities? Is there something that we can do to make your job easier?
Absolutely. You can help us reach out to dads and to moms too, both to tell parents about the services we have and also to encourage individual moms to seek child support and dads to get their order set at the right level so that he can afford to pay it, and so that kids at the end of the day get steady support month after month, year after year. And when a dad is about to be incarcerated, it's so important for us to get that word out to take care of your child support order so you don't build debt while you're in prison. And so that's where housing authorities can really help us. They can help us get access to the people that you are serving and that we are serving, so that we can take care of the casework and the paperwork and make sure that the orders are in sync with what parents can do.
Okay. So I want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ron.
And again, this is a series of YouTube videos that we're doing, again, for Father's Day, but beyond Father's Day, because we know that the issue of connecting fathers and families is a huge issue, and we're on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.